Hey Homeberries. A while back I made a two-part video about cliches I hate. Well, I was making a list of bad cliches in various genres, like a bad cliche from westerns, some bad cliches from science fiction. There was one I was thinking about, and I decided to make a quick video about it. This is something I've just noticed recently, so I don't know if it's a newer plot device or if it has been around for some time and I just noticed it recently. There was, I think it was a movie producer, Samuel Goldwyn, who said, let's have some new cliches. Well, hopefully they're better than this. This is a variant, for lack of a better word, on the mind control trope. There's a character, normally a morally upright character, maybe even someone on a team of heroes, who has their mind taken over by some sinister fiend and made to do villainous things that they would normally never do. So their mind is taken over and they're made to do things without their consent or possibly even their knowledge. If you've seen enough mind control storylines, you've seen instances in which the person comes out of the trance or spell they were under and they learned they did something bad. They were not aware of their actions. So they come out of their trance and see what they've done and they're horrified, like, oh my gosh, did I do this? Unfortunately, you did. So they're freed from their trance, and that should be the end of it, right? However, I've noticed that there are some stories in which this person is treated with disdain and animosity, even though they literally had no control of their actions. Now, I don't mean they're viewed negatively in a normal way, because if you see someone lose control and do something, you're bound to have a negative reaction. Even if you don't blame them for what happened, you think, oh my gosh, what, you know. So, I noted it would be one thing if I just thought if someone closed captions this, I wonder how they're going to transcribe my sentence just trailing off there, because that it's like I started and had no clue on how to end that sentence. I apologize for that. It would be one thing if there was doubt over whether they had been controlled or not. And it would be one thing if the issue was, oh, they did these bad things while controlled. Would they do these same things? Would they do these same things if they weren't controlled? Are they going to end up doing these sort of things sometime in the future, even though they're not controlled? It would be one thing if it were a situation like that. My issue is when they're just treated with hostility for things that were literally not their fault. I find myself reacting to these storylines by repeatedly going, they were freaking mind controlled, in the style of the John Mulaney routine about sitting on the bench. If you're not familiar with that routine, I've linked it in the description. I'll tell part of it now just to give you an idea, though. Say, what happened at school today? Oh, Tyler got pushed off the seesaw. And where were you? Well, I was on the bench. You saw what happened to Tyler. Yeah, 'cause I was over on the bench. You saw what happened and you did nothing. Yeah, because I was over on the bench. I react that way because of how some of these storylines go. Like, oh, what happened? Oh, he stole the power crystals and gave them to the villainess. Well, it's not good that he stole the power crystals. Yeah, but he was mind controlled. Well, you know, you're not supposed to give power crystals to the villainess. Well, yeah, but he was mind controlled. Well, it's really a bad thing that he did that. Well, yes, but he was freaking mind controlled. Also, it's common, like I said, the character is usually presented as being morally upright. So when they come out of the mind control and realize, oh, I did those bad things, they'll have some guilt. That should be a sign that they have a good moral compass, because they feel bad that their actions hurt people. Well, the stories I'm talking about treat their guilt like something they deserve to suffer with. They're like, oh, they should feel guilty, but they were freaking mind controlled. What they should do is they should have their allies be reassuring, oh, we know that you weren't in control of yourself, you were being controlled. We know you feel bad. Here, we'll work through this together. If you want to have consequences, then there are ways to do it other than going, oh, you should feel ashamed even though you literally were not in control of your actions. I imagine something like that would be hard for everybody involved. So they could have like a mental health break. It's like, oh, we know this was hard on you, that you were being controlled, and you know, we're all going to need some time to recover from this. Why don't you sit out for a while and we can work on everything. You could also show teammates being affected, like, oh, well, intellectually I know you're a good guy and you didn't mean to do any of those things. You weren't in control of yourself. I'm just going to need some time to recover, and we can... And someone else, oh, okay, we can all work through this together. Also, it's another thing when outsiders are treating someone with suspicion versus people close to the person that was controlled. It's understandable if someone who doesn't know them goes, oh, well, I'm going to need some... It's going to take time for me to trust him since he did those things. There's a difference between that and someone close to them going, oh, well, you did something bad, because he was mind controlled. I think I've said enough to get my point across. I don't understand the purpose of, I guess they're trying to say, oh, actions have consequences. Well, okay, sure they do, but don't act like someone's a horrible person when they were forced to do something by another character, you know what I mean? So, that's another rant in the books. Have a blessed night, everybody.